Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your man here, Caterade5, and today I'm back with a 5-minute review where we look at a fan game in under 5 minutes. As always, remember that this is my completely subjective opinion. Let's get to it. Today we're looking at Pokémon Suit and Tie by Vxpor and lichenprincess. Vxpor is also the developer of Pokémon Tabula Rasa. The game takes place in Kanto 16 years before the events of Fire Red and Leaf Green, where the player is one of the few people in the world that can see Shadow Pokémon. It's a solid game to add lore to Fire Red, Leaf Green, Colosseum, and Gale of Darkness, but had some writing and polish issues which kept it from being great. Having previously played Pokémon The Rising Sun from this game jam, Pokémon Suit and Tie quickly became associated with it as they take similar places in the Pokémon universe. Pokémon Rising Sun looks to add lore to the Hoenn region by showing events that happened 2 years after those of Ruby and Sapphire, and Suit and Tie seeks to add lore to Kanto by going through events 16 years before those of Fire Red and Leaf Green. On that front, Pokémon Suit and Tie is also very faithful to many aspects of Fire Red and Leaf Green. The first and most obvious comparison between the Kanto of Suit and Tie and the Kanto of Fire Red and Leaf Green is the mapping. Every map is a carbon copy of itself. Though I am a big fan of how faithful the mapping is, I can't help but wish that there were some subtle differences between the mapping of the two games, as the events of the two games happen 16 years apart. I also have to praise the little flavor text and NPC interaction sprinkled throughout the game that built the world into one that was even more rewarding to explore. Along with the mapping, the UI of both the bag and battles are similar to the UIs of Fire Red and Leaf Green. Being this faithful to a game can backfire, but here it works well by allowing the player to further immerse themselves in a world that is the same as Fire Red and Leaf Green. I also enjoyed the little animation that occurred when the player encountered a Shadow Pokémon. It's something extra that signified that a Pokémon was special and should be given extra attention. The final thing that gave this game the same atmosphere as Fire Red and Leaf Green was its music. Every area had the same 3rd gen theme as it did in Fire Red and Leaf Green. By using tracks that have become synonymous with their respective areas, the music used in this game brings the two separate games into the same world. Having the same music is a simple but important step that fills an otherwise empty void. I originally wasn't a fan of the odd sound effects since they weren't sound effects from Fire Red and Leaf Green, but they were so charming that I couldn't help but enjoy them. The final point on audio is that I wasn't a fan of the Battle Revolution commentary in the Proton battle because it's unique to him and it feels like all admins either should or shouldn't have that commentary. However, my major gripes with this game come with its writing and storytelling. One of the most difficult things to do when making a game is to reasonably explain why things are happening and to make interaction seem plausible. I found that this game fails to do that. For example, when Koichi first sees you outside of Silph Co to tell you that your car is getting robbed, he has no reason to know that the person he's looking for is you. And when the grunts have level 2 and 3 Pokemon, his explanation of why the cops don't get involved falls flat. It also feels weird that the player never has to prove that they can see Shadow Pokémon, as it doesn't make sense that Silph Co is willing to give away its most prized possession to someone who hasn't proven anything. The last complaint I have about the writing is the ending conversation with Professor Oak. His motives make sense, they're just not explained well. The final thing to touch is the balance of the game. While others may have not liked the level curve with Shadow Pokémon, I thought it was cool to see the unique aspect of Shadow Pokémon being taken advantage of. Being able to catch a Pokémon from a trainer that would have otherwise been over-leveled was something unique that I enjoyed. However, it was disappointing to see that it was unfeasible to cleanse a Shadow Pokémon because the game was too short, essentially making the player solo run with their evolution. As I said, I thought this game was pretty good, and I always enjoy getting extra lore for the established main series games. I hope to see continued improvement from Vxpor, and I can't wait to see what Tabula Rasa brings. As always, make sure to Mach Punch that like button, and of course subscribe if you have not. But with that, you guys, I'm gonna get up out. This is Caterade5 signing out. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a good day.